Hi, everyone. My name is Max Gruzman, and I'm very excited to be with you here today at our very first online European convention in the history of Coral Club. That's very exciting. If you feel the same way, please let me know by using our interactive platform. You know, the tagline for this event is No Borders. And that means a lot of things in a lot of different ways, but first and foremost, it means no physical borders. It means no geographical borders. And we certainly have been able to erase all those borders because we've come online, and now anyone from anywhere around the world can participate in Coral Club's events. You know, we live in a world with an abundance of choice, and all around us in all sorts of different aspects of our lives. And that includes products that support your health, and that includes the world of network marketing for sure. And in the world, in the presence of that abundance, people every day in lots of different countries around the world are choosing Coral Club. So that's what we'd like to explore today. Why are people choosing Coral Club? And we're going to be able to do that with the help of a few guests. So having said that, I would like to welcome our first guest, Angela Falakchai from the United States. Hi, Angela.
Hi, everyone.
Hi. So Angela, before coming to Coral Club, was a visual manager for a large chain of a clothing store. And she's been with Coral Club for a couple of years now. And her path from director to executive took her approximately 12 months. And she's now a silver executive. Our next guest is Jadwiga Furmanska from Poland. Hi, Jadwiga.
Hello, friends.
Hi. So before coming to Coral Club, Jadwiga was an English teacher. She's been with Coral Club for approximately 13 years, but she spent the first 8 of them as a customer. Her path from director to executive took approximately 2 years. Our next guest is Carmen Sherban from Romania. Hi, Carmen.
Hi. Hi, everyone.
Hi. So Carmen, before coming to Coral Club, has an education in medical bioengineering, and she was in pharmaceutical sales. She's been with the company for approximately 2 years as well, and she's currently a diamond director. So dear viewers, we have a very interesting format for you today, and I think you're going to like it because it puts you in the driver's seat of our discussion. We have a few topics to choose from, and you're going to be able to vote for the topics that we discuss. So we're going to be discussing the most interesting, the most pressing, the most significant topics for you. You'll be able to do the voting in the top left-hand corners of your screens. So please do that when the time comes. And while we get the voting going, I'm going to ask our panel a few warm-up questions. Okay? So how about we start with you, Angela? When you were a child, who did you want to be when you grow up?
Oh, I really love to be a cake maker. And of course, I love to be a clothes designer. This is my 2 wishes. Yeah.
Okay, cool. Okay, and how about you, Jadwiga?
Well, I didn't have a specific job in mind, but I knew I want to be my own boss because I didn't like anyone to tell me what to do.
Okay, sure. Yeah, how about you, Carmen?
Well, Max, these questions brings back many great memories. When I was a child, I wanted to be a doctor or a pharmacist.
Okay, excellent. And let's go in the other direction this time around. So we'll start with you, Carmen. What brought you to Coral Club?
2 years ago, I was looking for a product that alkalize water naturally in order to support and improve my mother's health.
Okay.
And due to my experience in the pharmaceutical industry, I was too curious to test Coral Club products. And I was very happy to see their effects positive. First one, my mother, and then on all my family.
Okay, thank you. Jadwiga, how about you? What brought you to Coral Club?
At first, it was mainly my family's health issues and the results we received in our health condition in a very short time.
Okay, thank you. And Angela?
Before I came to the Coral Club, of course, I was cake maker for myself and for whole my family. And you know, when you eat so much cake, and then when I was wishing I was wished to be clothes designer, and I really like to dress up. And you know, when you eat so much cake, you know that your health get really bad. And then this situation brought me to the Coral Club because, of course, I was looking for last extra weight, and then I look and make sure my clothes will be really nice in my body. This is why I came to Coral Club.
Okay. All right. Thank you. Great warm up. So I have the results of the first vote. Over 40% of people voted for the following question. Let me set it up for you. So I know that in your careers as Coral Club distributors, you've already received a lot of advice. Some that you asked for, maybe some that you didn't even ask for. You probably followed some of it, and you probably didn't follow some of it as well. But what would be your $1 million advice to a new distributor? Let's start with you, Angela.
Oh, to new distributor, do you know, I have so many advices, and one advice, start quick as possible. Why? Because you can do it from 0 to 60. If you just step over your, if you will be not afraid, go to the people and find the people, not just customers, find the people who will love to help you, the distributors like you, and make sure they can help you to build this business. You need to find just 4 of like this, and then you will be succeed. You can become a executive in a couple months.
It's that easy. Okay. How about you, Carmen? What is your $1 million advice?
I worked for 20 years in the pharmaceutical industry. And trust me when I say the Coral Club products have the best quality. Also, I used to work with another network marketing companies, but none have this amazing marketing plan. So, use the products and follow the plan. Trust me, and let's do it together.
Thank you, Carmen. And Jadwiga, what is your $1 million advice?
My advice would be don't fear failure, but please be afraid of regret. Don't waste any time. You've got to invest in this business because this is the investment in your future. And even if you are young now, this time is the investment, the only investment in your growth in this business. And I came to Coral Club when I was 22, and I wasted 8 years because I was afraid, and I was only preparing to be ready instead of putting my heart into work and enjoying the fruits of this business. And you can invest 1, 2, or 5 years now to become a free man who builds his life on his own terms. So we are born to be big. So don't agree to be small just because you fear you might fail.
Okay, thank you. All right, and here's our next question as determined by our viewers. So here's what they would like to know. What do you think is, who would be more likely to build a successful business? Somebody who was born and raised in your country, or somebody who came from somewhere else, from a different country? Let's start with you, Jadwiga, this time around. What's the situation like in Poland?
Yes, I have never been an immigrant, but I have people who in my upline and downline team who live and work in a foreign country. And as I observe, I see that this is not a factor that determines your success in this business, because in both groups I see people who always complain, who say that the business doesn't work or people don't want to join. And on the other hand, I see people who who just are committed and keep trying to find the right partners. And if you are an immigrant in Poland, please don't be afraid to talk to Polish people. I remember my mentor, Olga Komar, when she first came to Poland, she was rejected time after time after time, but she kept showing up, and finally she found the right partner. And this was the beginning of the whole Coral Club Poland team. And on the other hand, if you are a native here in Poland, don't restrict yourself only to the borders of Poland, because you can build this business in any country you want. Just find the right people.
Okay, thank you. And I'm actually going to throw this question back to the viewers as well. In a moment, you should see a poll on your screens as well. I would like to know, are you currently living and working in the country where you were born or not? Okay, and while that poll is happening, same question to you, Carmen. In Romania, what do you think? Does where you were born make a difference or not?
In Romania, I would say it's not rule for success in Coral based on your origins. I know in Romania there are persons successful in Coral that are from Moldova or Russia or Serbia. In my team, in my structure, I have a new partner from Italy who is very ambitious, and together with her, I look forward and developing a structure in Italy also.
Okay, excellent. How about you, Angela? What is the situation like in the USA?
In America, of course, so many right now distributors and customers from immigrants. Of course, it's more than people who American. Right now, we really open this business for the American people, and I have so many people like American people in my structure, and they have some of the distributors right now too. They just beginning. They have interest to the product. Right now, for American people, we just start warm up this market.
Okay.
And most of our immigrants.
I see. Thank you. And I just got the results of our poll. So it looks like just about 55% of the people are living and working in the country where they were born. That's just barely over half. That's so interesting that almost half of the people are living and working in a country other than the one where they were born in. Okay, amazing. Excellent. So let's see about our next question. Okay, let me set this one up for you. So, a lot of time when people come to Coral Club, they usually come as customers. Not always, but often. And sometime later, a switch flips, and then they realize or they decide to become a distributor. A lot of times distributors will tell you that there's also a second switch when that's the one where they really decide to be successful distributors. But that's a very different story. So the question is, when did the switch flip for you, or what was that match that lit the fire for you? Let's start with you, Angela.
My flip is when I received my results. Of course, I came to the Coral Club because of my health issue, and when I went to the program Change Yourself in 90 days, and after this, I was working in the store. I have so many people around me, and they see I changing. They see I lost weight. They see my face different. They see so much energy in myself. They start asking. And then when I see my group start growing so fast, of course, I make a decision to become successful and develop this business.
Okay, thank you. And Carmen, how about you? What was it for you?
Looking back on this year, I can say this year was a year of changes in my life, on both personal and professional. The year started for me with a divorce, and in May I lost my job. my family, my mentor, and my friends were very supportive with me. And they suggest to me to work more for Coral because they saw my potential and my love for these products. So my joy for Coral with a business level was one of the best decisions I made in my life. And I'm glad to see that the match that Coral, it's me produced the right results.
Oh, thank you for sharing that. And how about you, Jadwiga? What was it for you?
For me, it was the participation in my first event. As I said before, for many years I had been only a consumer, and I didn't even want to hear about anything else Coral Club has to offer. And my parents decided for me and took me to my first event. And of course, I was very upset. But when I got there, I was amazed by what I saw, because I was surrounded by people who were living the life I had always wanted to live. And they were truly happy people, joyful, open-minded, supportive, living to the fullest, successful, beautiful people. And what at this time, I was very lost in my life. And the main gain I received during this event was hope that among the right people, I can do with my life whatever I want. And since then, I haven't left any event. And because for me, it is a celebration of hope, which turns into reality.
Okay. I hear that a lot, that events are one of those game changers. Definitely. I hear that a lot in our company. So 33% of our viewers have voted for the next question, which is actually one of my favorites. So if you had a time machine and you could go back in time, how would you do things differently? What would you change? Jadwiga, let's start with you.
Yes, if I had to start all over again, I would trust my mentors more. I would say yes more often to the challenges that they put in front of me. I would learn in action and listen to their advice. I wouldn't oppose them so much and trust their experience more. I would simply join the system faster.
Okay, thank you. And Carmen, how about you? What would you change?
Looking back now, I guess my first step would be better and faster planning of my growth and more determined action.
Okay, thank you, Carmen. And Angela, what would you do differently this time around if you could go back?
I was in the Coral Club just for 2.5 years and I became silver executive. Of course, I can be faster if I started from day one, when I just knew product about Coral Club and my mentor tell me, and guess what? I registered on the first day as a distributor, and I'm not working as a distributor from day one. I was waiting for my result. And I wish I don't wait for my result. I just trust my mentor. She tell me what to do. And right now I might be gold executive because you never know, it will happen faster.
Sure. So you became a silver executive in just 2.5 years, and you think you could have done that even faster, done even more.
Absolutely.
Sure. Okay, so the next question actually goes right to the heart of the matter, to the essence of what we're trying to figure out today. And the question is, why Coral Club? So why, Angela, why Coral Club for you, and why Coral Club for people in the USA?
I absolutely love the product of the Coral Club. This is number one, it's quality. The quality of the product you cannot compare with anything because this is the goal. And of course, the people around me, the people in this company, I absolutely love everything. This is just joy and happiness. When I look around and I look at where I worked before, this is 100% depression right now all over. And here in the Coral Club, everyone happy, everyone wish to be successful, and I love to be successful.
Okay.
That's right.
Yes, thank you. Okay, Carmen, what about you? Why Coral Club for you, and why Coral Club for people in Romania?
I am with Coral Club because Coral Club changes my life. My life is better since I am in Coral Club. I am healthier, happier, more ambitious, and more financially secure.
Wow, well, that's wonderful to hear. Okay, thank you. And Jadwiga, why Coral Club for you, and why Coral Club for people in Poland?
Yes, this is a very important question, and I think if you are a person who wants to make world a better place to live, Coral Club is a good partner for you to do it. And I am here because I want to be remembered, and I want people to smile when they think of me when I am gone. I want to participate in other people's success, and I want to be the one who adds to their success. I want to be a role model, especially for my kids. And there are many reasons why I stay with Coral Club, but one is the most important for me, which is I believe that every human on earth deserves a right to live a long, beautiful life in health, wealth, and prosperity. And this is what all of us, together with Coral Club, give people we meet. We give them the chance to have this life.
Oh, thank you. So we've been doing really well for time, and that means that we have time to cover all the questions. So the next question kind of elaborates on the previous one and goes into a little bit more detail. So Jadwiga, in Poland, what do you think are the two most important factors that people look at when they consider and choose a company?
Yes, the first factor is the security of the business. In Poland, we are rather not risk takers. I think this is because of our school system. And although there are some entrepreneurship courses at schools, they don't teach us how to become a successful company owner, but they teach us how to write CVs and ask other people for employment. And there is a stereotype that even the most hated full-time job is better than the risks of self-employment. And that's why Coral Club offer is so desirable in Poland, because it allows to shift from being an employee to being a business owner without all that risk. And the second factor, I think, is how much one should invest to receive income. Again, in Poland, we are rather spenders than savers, and we live day by day. We buy stuff we cannot afford. We live on credit. And this is the second reason why so few of us decide to start their own businesses, because we simply do not have the money to start. And again, Coral Club offer is attractive to Polish people because you can start with no money, no experience, no knowledge, and you can receive your first income even while you are still in practice and learning how everything works.
Okay, thank you. Carmen, how about people in Romania? What are the two most important factors for Romanians when choosing a company?
Well, in Romania, in my opinion, people focus on the product's quality. Where are produced, what are their contain, production technologies, their certificates. But as a person who works in the pharmaceutical industry, I can say that is the main factor for me when I choose Coral Club products, the quality. And second reason, I guess, is the marketing plan. I used to work with another network marketing companies in health industry. But I was pleased to surprised to find out not only the products were better, but also the marketing plan, it's better, its benefits, its rewards.
Oh, well, that's so wonderful to hear. Okay, and Angela, how about you? People in the United States of America, what are the two most important factors when they're choosing a company?
It's really important for people in America have a quality of the product. I think it's number one because they always they're looking for those, make sure the product been certified. And of course, our product was really good and all certified. This is number one. And second one, they look how much they can invest in if you start business, what do you have invest? And in a Coral Club company, you have to invest just in your own self and your health, and cannot be better. This second, what the people look in, how they can start this business.
Excellent. Thank you. So right now, what I'd like to do is kind of do a little loop back around to the beginning when I asked you about your childhood dreams. And can you tell me, did any of your childhood dreams come true? Angela?
Of course, my childhood dreams, they all came true and they all brought me to the Coral Club. Why? Because I love make cakes for right now, or I stop make them because this is really unhealthy. Everyone know that. And second part, I was really love to be clothes designer. And of course, I finished school and I become clothes designer. I become a visual manager. I dress up mannequins in the stores. And you know what? This what brought me to the Coral Club, because this is two things comes together and equals Coral Club.
Well, how interesting. So your childhood dreams came true, but then you didn't dream about Coral Club, but then they brought you to Coral Club. Great.
Absolutely.
Okay, and Carmen, how about you?
Yes, my dream was to be a doctor or a pharmacist. And now I work in health industry. So yes, I fulfilled my dream.
Sure, and it brought you straight to Coral Club for sure. And Edviga, how about yourself? How about your childhood dreams?
Yes, as I said at the beginning, I wanted to be my own boss. I wanted to be independent, self-sufficient. And my dreams have come true, and I decide how much time I work, how much time I spend with my kids, and I am with them whenever they need me. I decide how much I earn. I decide who I work with. I am the CEO of my life.
I like that. If you don't mind, I might use that sometime as well. Okay, thank you. So thank you very much. Our time has come to an end. First of all, I want to thank our wonderful panel, our wonderful guests. Thank you for being with us. Thank you for sharing your experiences and insights with us. We appreciate it very much. We learned a lot. My takeaways personally have been, well, I think it's obvious that of course, there are cultural differences between the different countries, but in today's discussion, we definitely heard a lot of overlap between different countries and a lot of similarities. I think that we learned that doesn't matter where you're from, that Coral Club's products, Coral Club's concept of health, our marketing plan are interesting propositions for anyone. And I think our viewers know that, you know, and they can be confident in that regardless of who you're talking to, where they were born, where they live now, or what they do for a living, that they would be interested in hearing what Coral Club has to offer. So thank you very much to our dear viewers. Thank you for being such an active participant in today's discussion. It definitely made it more interesting for me and for the panel, and I'm sure for you as well. And I look forward to seeing all of you at our next event, which is going to be a Foresight event, which is taking place on February 6th and 7th. We'll see you soon.
Bye-bye.
Bye.